And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody to OSBA TV. My name is Ryan Greco. I'm going to be taking care of your commentary for this evening, and we have quite the matchup here. It is Ridley College. Yes, we are back in St. Catharines. It is Ridley College that is taking on the visiting Southwest Academy, coming straight out of London. And we're just getting ready for the tip-off here. And if you didn't hear properly, we have the starting lineups here. Number for Southwest Academy, number 11, Owen Henderson, number 14, DeKel Brooks, number 15, Xavier Ochu, number 21, Vince Carrier, and number 41, Stefan Jovic. Meanwhile, we also have for the Ridley College Tigers starting lineup, number 4, of course, Jaden Bediako, number 22, Malcolm Bailey, number 1, Noah Wharton, number 10, Marcus Upshaw, and number 23, Alex Simonovic. And there's the tip-off, and Wharton's going to win it. And these are two teams in the middle of the pack here in the OSBA standings, definitely looking to gain some ground, at least finish in the top 5. I know for a fact that speaking to, as there's a foul right there on Xavier Ochu as he reaches in on Noah Wharton. I know for a fact as well, especially for Southwest Academy, it is one of their goals as their first year in this league to finish in the top 5 in the regular season standings. And if they get the win, and here's Ochu with the steal, and it's going to be an easy layup. Give them 2, and that's why Xavier Ochu has been touted as one of the top guards in his class, according to the OSBA coaches poll. Here we have Marcus Upshaw with the ball. Noah Wharton kicks it around to Simonovic. And Simonovic wide right, out of bounds, and it's going to be Southwest ball here to kick it off. 9:22, and Xavier Ochu kicking it off with that nifty steal and easy layup. It's something he's very talented at. It's this younger squad of Ridley College is going to have their hands full, especially the guards. The guys playing the backcourt positions here as the shot goes up, and that's early. And Simonovic gets it over to Wharton. Here's Upshaw now. Upshaw thinking about it, gets it into Bediako. Tries to put it up, and you want to see Bediako try and gain a little bit more inside the paint as Ochu comes back. And that's really going to be this style, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be run and gun all day for Southwest Academy. Ochu up, under, almost finishes over Bediako, but it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be orange ball. Ridley College getting away with one there. And this is something that you're going to see throughout most of this game. You know, Southwest Academy, a team that really only has one listed forward on their roster. The rest is point guards and shooting guards, so they're going to want to push the pace every single chance that they get. Meanwhile, Ridley College, you can imagine, are really going to want to try and work the inside as they get the ball to Bediako. Use that size advantage that they do have. They do have some true forwards on this roster. Despite their young age, they can get it done in the paint, and there it is right there. But once again, you look at those quick hands. Owen Henderson with the steal. Knocks it right out of Bediako's hands. Here we go. Southwest on the attack. Tries to kick it out, but unfortunately Henderson didn't curl around just enough to get that ball. It's out of bounds, and Ridley College is going to get yet another chance here to tie it up. 8:15 to go here in the first. Wharton to Bailey. Bailey is going to try and do it himself now. Goes up. No good. Henderson with the rebound. Good defense there. Ochu tries to get it. Ref says play is on. No good, but Bediako gets the rebound. And I think Bediako understands now he's going to have some really active hands as Wharton goes up. No good. Here's downtown Ochu. Steps back. No good. Just missed. But the rebound. Up. No good again. And it is a dogfight for the ball right now, out of bounds. And there are bodies all over the floor right now. And that looks like it's Vince Carrier that's on the ground actually for Southwest Academy. Or no, excuse me. No, that is Stefan Jovic, who was on the ground there, but he's okay. Wharton now. He's bringing it up. Simonovic to Bailey, to Upshaw. Upshaw guarded closely. Simonovic now trying to work in the post. Fadeaway jumper. Little strong right now. And really you can see early on that Ridley is kind of playing into Southwest's kind of game here of constant back and forth. And you could see there was an attempt there to work in the post, but as soon as they were able to work in the post, they get a couple foul shots for their troubles. So here's Simonovic. Simonovic, of course, I think his usual fan club is here in Ridley College representing the Serbian flag. Fortunately, you can't see it on the cameras, but when you see the players, whenever he hits a three, you see them jump up and wave the Serbian flag for him. I can imagine how encouraging that is when you got a section there cheering for you. But alas, here we go. Southwest with the ball now. In the game is Quinton Duckworth. He was carrying it up just a moment ago. Here's Henderson, mid-range jumper. No good, a little strong. And we're seeing that a lot right now. The energy's so high. A lot of guys are shooting long right now so far. Wharton, Simonovic, up shot for three in the corner. Count it. Great shot there, and it's now 5-2 for the Tigers. And Southwest wants to call a play here and slow it down a little bit. Here's Ochu. Ochu, he's going to try and do it himself. Up and under. What a finish there against the 6'10 Badiako. Ochu shows he can finish he can finish against just about anybody in this league. Here's Upshaw to Bailey, guarded by Henderson. Now Wharton to Upshaw. Upshaw is going to let another one fly. Just a little long. Bediako, though, there's that height and length. Once again, though, just short. Here we go. We'll see if Southwest sees an option here. It's Duckworth bringing it up. Calls for a screen, gets it to Henderson. Over to Ochu. Here's Carrier. To Kel Brooks. And then Ochu attacks the basket. And it was Jovic that was trying to throw it down, but rims out. Simonovic now for three. Too strong. And you could see the fan base was ready to jump up there for a second, but unfortunately, very long. Simonovic knows he missed that one kind of bad. Here's a little clap of the hands in frustration as Ochu brings the ball back up for Southwest Academy. A lot of turnovers early in this game, but we're dealing with two very high-paced teams. Coming into the game now is number 5 for Southwest. That is Josh Masella. And Masella makes an impact right away. Nice finish right at the rim. Now here's Wharton to Upshaw. Over to Bailey. Simonovic. Simonovic looking for a screen. No. Here's Wharton now. Crossover. Upshaw for three. Count it, and that's 2 in a row for Upshaw. Well, excuse me, he's 2 for 4 tonight so far from behind the arc. But it's given Ridley the lead once more. Here's Ochu. Ochu gets it back from Duckworth. Ochu tries to do it himself, but Bailey with the rebound. But there's Ochu, that extra effort, gets it right back in the corner. Henderson for three. Count it. Great hustle play by Ochu. Opens up the space for Henderson. Easy three in the corner, but the refs are going to call it a 2, actually. Foot was on the line. Tied at 8. Here's Wharton. Wharton on the spin move. He's trying to shake Masella. Pass it over to Simonovic. Goes off a screen. He's going to do it himself, and he's nice finish and layup there. And that's something Simonovic, he's known for. He loves working that inside-out game. He's got the length to attack the rim, and he's not afraid to do it every now and then. Ochu to Duckworth. Duckworth going to try and do it himself against Simonovic. And we have a call on the floor. Substitutions are coming in. I believe the foul is actually on Simonovic. Southwest has the ball. Coming into the game now is Thomas Crosby and Cameron Bett. Two very valuable members of these teams, of this team, Ridley College. Ochu, no good. Gets his own rebound, keeps going. Kicks it out to Masella, then to Duckworth. Here's Henderson one more time. No good, but once again, Ochu nearly gets the putback. No one was paying attention, but Bediako gets it. Here's Upshaw to Bet. Englishman looking for an option here. Simonovic for three. Drains it. And the flag of Serbia is out and flying proud right now after that shot. Ridley up 13-8. 3:44 to go here in the first quarter. Ochu. See if they can respond. Henderson to Masella. Masella looking for a chance here. He's going to take it up himself. No good. Too strong. Great defense by Bediako. Fast break now. Upshot. Nice little finish and a roll-in. Looking like a pro. And a timeout is needed by Southwest Academy. Excellent effort there. And Ridley College giving Southwest a little taste of their own medicine there with that quick fast break and a great finish by Marcus Upshaw, a member of Team Ontario, hailing from Burlington. Excellent finish there. And with that, we're going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back. It is 15-8 for the Ridley College Tigers as they're taking on Southwest Academy here in St. Catharines. Be back in a moment. I'd like to welcome everyone back. Took a brief break there. Of course, when you have to do this job solo, you need those breaks any chance that you get. We're right back to action here, though. Ridley College Tigers up 15-8 after a number of transition baskets. Here's Southwest Academy bringing up the ball. Is number 14, DeKel Brooks. To Duckworth, to Henderson, now over to Masella. Masella looking for an option, still dribbling. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Henderson. They'll work the corner here. Duckworth. Jovic, can he make it? Great shot there by Jovic. Nice little hesitation, mid-range jumper. A much-needed basket for Southwest. Here's Bet. Tried to get it inside to Bediakov. Once again, those quick hands right there. Masella tried to get it. Bet tries to make good on the earlier turnover. Able to knock it loose, but it's still going to be Southwest ball here on the baseline. 2:47 to go here in the first quarter. Ridley up 5 still. Southwest, Jovic. And it looks like the ref, he's going to call that out of bounds. Henderson caught with his foot there. Now Bett's going to bring up the ball himself. The true sixth man of this team, Cameron Bett. He's going to try and do it himself, up and under. What a finish there by Cameron Bett. And the benefits of knowing exactly what you want to try and do when you go to the rim, and he took everything the defense gave him there. The Englishman out of Surrey, England, a very talented player, plays for the English national team as well. He's only a class of 2019, and when you can see a guard at his ability only being from the class of 2019, I mean, it's a scary thought to see what he's going to be in a few years. Back to action now. Good attempt there, but no good. Nothing happened for DeKel Brooks. Ridley College now. There's a corner coming into the game. No good. That was number 15, Thomas, or excuse me, no, sorry, number 13 that's on the floor right now, Thomas Caprera. Henderson, Duckworth. Henderson again for 3, no good. Wide right. A little bit of a slip. And Caprera was right there. Duckworth slipping out of bounds, creates the turnover. Also back in the game now, well, entering the game for the first time for Ridley College is Anthony Dadu. Here's Caprera. He's going to try and do himself, but rejected by Duckworth. Dadu gets the turnover, though. Crosby over to Bet. Bet bounces off his leg. Looks like there's going to be a call there, though. Didn't really see it from this angle, though, to be honest. It looked like it just kind of bounced off of the back of Bet's foot. But I can imagine the referee, who is much closer than I am right now, could see something that I didn't. So here's Caprera. Got another substitution into the game right now. Number 10 for Southwest Academy. There's going to be an illegal screen, and it's going to be Southwest Academy ball. And that's going to be on Malcolm Bailey for the illegal screen. Now bringing it up for Southwest. Kel Brooks. Here's Duckworth. Brooks in the corner. Kicks it out to the baseline. Mid-range jumper. No good. Rims off. A big rejection by Bailey there. Duckworth tries to get the rebound, and once again, Bailey right there for the rebound. Tried to bounce it off, and he successfully did. Cameron Bett, a little bit of a smirk there as he was able to knock it off of Kel Brooks for the turnover, and now Bett's bringing it up. 46 seconds in the first. Bett going to try and do it again, but he does get the foul. He's going to go to the line for two. Cameron Bett. As we said earlier, you know, it's fascinating when you get to see players coming internationally when, you know, players of his skill level where he would fit in just fine in the United States as far as the basketball scene goes. He decided that he wants to be up here playing in Ontario, involved in the OSBA. A very talented point guard. You see him still coming off of the bench. But despite that fact, has made a huge impact for his team throughout this entire season. He's had a couple of really big nights of 30, 35 plus points coming off of the bench, no less. Here's Duckworth. Duckworth, he's going to get hacked trying to go to the line. And Duckworth, he's shown time and again his athleticism. This is a guy that if you're not careful, he can throw it down right over top of you. So Ridley College wisely being physical with him as he tries to go to the rim. Quinton Duckworth, grad class this year in 2017. This is the second free throw. It's going to be Ridley College ball with 26 seconds remaining. There's about a 6-second difference on the shot clock with the game clock. Bett. Simonovic. Step back three, no good. Rebound Southwest. This is Duckworth now. He's going to hold it for 9 seconds. 8 seconds remaining. 6, 5, 4, 3. Almost throws it down as Masella, but the shot goes up and no good. That was Kel Brooks trying to give that last second heave, but it's no good. And to kick off this game, we've got the Ridley College Tigers enjoying some home cooking right now as they're up 19-11 over Southwest Academy. And the Ridley College Tigers, despite the fact of not really establishing any offensive presence in the paint, they've been dominating their defensive boards, limiting Southwest Academy's chances on the offensive end by making sure that they're getting every rebound. And Southwest really, with the exception of the first couple of minutes, has been largely relegated to the three-point line into mid-range jumpers. All of that being said, I mean, of course, there's adjustments that are going to need to be made for the Southwest Academy coaching staff. But they have done one thing right, and that's hold off Jaden Bediako, who's had some real difficulty receiving passes in the paint due to the amount of active hands that that Southwest Academy has been throwing at him. It's just Ridley College has been beating them in other ways. And we're going to see the starting lineup out there to kick off this second quarter for the Ridley College. That's Noah Wharton, Marcus Upshaw, Alex Simonovic, Malcolm Bailey, and Jaden Bediako. And I believe we are going to see the entire starting lineup for Southwest again as Ochu now gets it. Jovic to Henderson. Henderson guarded immediately. Here's Ochu. Ochu kicks it out. Duckworth for three. No good. Bailey. The rebound to Wharton, and Wharton's going to bring it up now. He wants to slow it down. See if they establish that presence. Here's Simonovic thinking about it. Gets it into Bediako. Bediako. And that's a bucket he needs to make every single time, though. He's the biggest man on the floor. Nice little hook shot there. Jovic did all he could. Get that isolation. Here's Brooks. Illegal screen on Jovic. But I believe that Southwest is going to get the ball back. Here's Jovic. Ochu. He's going to try and go up. Bailey, I think he got a piece of that one. Here's Simonovic. Tries on the spin move. Kicks it out. Here's Wharton now. Wharton gets his defender to jump. Tries to go do a little up and under, but it's no good. Here's Ochu with the rebound. Ochu, nice little bounce pass to Jovic. Kicks it out to Duckworth. Duckworth, floater. Count it. Nice shot there from the Southwest guard. Here's Wharton. Over to Simonovic, over to Bailey. Upshaw. Nice cut there by Simonovic. Just can't finish at the rim. And Jovic is going to be bringing it up now. Jovic tries to do a bit. Bediako with the big rejection. Fast break. And another rejection, though. There's Duckworth. Here's Ochu. Ochu trying to break down his defenders. Kicks it out. Here's Duckworth. Duckworth thought about it. Back to Ochu for three. Knocks it down. And what a way to cap off a series of events right there. Xavier Ochu for three. 21-16. 8 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the second. Here's Wharton. Simonovic. Bediako one more time. He's got the isolation down low. Foul and one. And that's the strategy I can imagine that head coach Terry Upshaw was hoping to see. Throughout this game, as soon as you see that isolation, Southwest Academy, probably the smallest team in the OSBAs, they only have one true forward listed on their roster, and that is, in fact, Stefan Jovic, who's going to have all of his he's going to have both of his hands full, really, with Bediako in the post, and that's something that they cannot afford to have as Bediako misses the three-point opportunity. Here's Henderson now. Henderson knocks it down, and they're going to call that a three-pointer. Foot just outside the line. Here's Upshaw. Out to Bailey. Out to Simonovic. Nice find there, though, by Simonovic to Upshaw. Great screen. And that's the second time Ridley's ran that play there on opposite sides of the floor. Let's see if Southwest can pick up on it. Here's Ochu trying to do it himself. Still going after it, though. And finds it. Here's Masella out in the corner. Duckworth kicks it out. Ochu up. No good. And here's Upshaw now. He's going to come now. Over to Wharton. Wharton for three. Knocks it down. And the lead expands to 9. 28-19 now. And Ridley College, a very impressive display to kick off this game. Knocking down shots when they need them. There's a kick out. Masella. Jumper over Bediako. No good. A good attempted rebound there by Brooks over Wharton, but it's still going to be Ridley College ball. Now we have a substitution on the floor. Thomas Crosby's coming in for Malcolm Bailey for Ridley College. Number 15, Thomas Crosby now on the floor. Here's Wharton. Wharton. He's going to get caught with the travel as he stumbled a little bit there as he was trying to get rid of the ball, but it was too little too late. Turnover. Southwest Academy now. We'll see if they can start trying to claw their way back here. 6:39 to go here in the second. Ochu. Here's Brooks. To Ochu. Ochu up and in. Nice little finish there by Ochu. 28-21. And that's what you'll expect to see from time to time. When any other team goes on a big run, it's usually Xavier Ochu for Southwest that'll try and get things going for his team. Here's Crosby. To Upshaw. Upshaw. Guarded closely, though, by Brooks. Wants a screen? No. Spin move. Goes up and in, but a huge rejection there Give that one to Quinton Duckworth. He's got 2 blocks on the night now, and 2 rather notable ones too. First, he had a fantastic pin on Simonovic, and then a great block there on Upshaw. Here's Bet inside. Simonovic tried to get it up. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Southwest, another opportunity here to cut into this lead that Ridley College has built for them. Ochu looking around. Here's Brooks. Ochu again for 3. Long. Bediako, uncontested rebound there. Bet, he's bringing it up now, guarded by Ochu. This is one of the better point guard matchups you're going to see in the league, ladies and gentlemen. Bet versus Ochu. Here's Simonovic over to Upshaw. Upshaw's going to let it fly. Long. Rebound by Henderson over Bediako. Duckworth almost gets caught with the carry, but lets it go just in time. Ochu by himself. Rims out. Bet with the rebound. And now Bet's off to the races. Here's Crosby. Tries to carry. A half carry with the floater is no good. Here's Masella now. Masella's going to do it himself. No good. Another rebound. Crosby nearly gets hit in the head there. Simonovic. Fast break. And he's able to make it count over Duckworth. A little bit of revenge from earlier. 30-21 now. A number of turnovers for both teams early, though. Something I'm sure both coaches are not necessarily ecstatic about, but nonetheless, Ridley College still has the 9-point lead. Shot by Duckworth, in. Now bringing it up is Bet. To Crosby. Here's Upshaw. Cameron Bet. Simonovic. Mid-range jumper. Count it. Great shot there. You could just tell by the rotation and release that was going to be a good one. And Ridley continues to build. Here's Duckworth. To Henderson. To Ochu. That was to Brooks. Now Ochu. Duckworth. Brooks. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Going to try and do it himself, and it rolls in. The kind roll over Bediako. Bediako careful not to try and swipe at anything around him. Just trying to be big and tall, and unfortunately that time it didn't work. There's Masella near with the steal over Crosby. Now Crosby kicking it out. Here's Upshaw for 3. Rims out, but Bediako, no good. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Bediako with the push. Sometimes you're just too big for your own good. Inbound to Southwest here. Ochu. He gets it over to Brooks. Brooks, nice little nifty crossover. Almost is able to convert after the foul. But Brooks is going to go to the line here. To Kel Brooks. Drains the first. He's another 2017 grad class here for Southwest. Very hurry up, let's get it over with kind of foul shots. It works for some people though. Sometimes you don't want to think about it too much. And it definitely worked for him that time. Here's Crosby. Gets it off in the corner. Here's Bet. Bailey trying to get it over, but Jovic able to take it away. Brooks, no good. Rims it off. Here's Bet though. Bet, underhand pass, up and in. That was Olak, no good. And Bailey gets rejected. It's going to be Ridley College ball after an impressive spike there, number 10 on Southwest. Inbound now. Bailey. He's going to get fouled, going to go to the line. That was on Jovic. And Southwest playing with a relatively short bench today. Just 3 guys sitting there right now. You can imagine, considering how much this team loves to run the floor, that how much of a factor that's going to have as Bailey misses his first free throw. Malcolm Bailey, another Team Ontario member. 6'8", 190 pounds, and he's still got another 2 years of high school to go. And you can already see the effect that he creates when he's working in the paint. Very talented forward. Here's Ochu. Ochu loses it. And it's going to go, apparently it's off Ochu, and it's going to be Ridley ball. 2:36 remaining here in the second quarter. It's Wharton bringing it up now. Wharton trying to work off the screen. Fakes the crossover, up and in, count it. Or do they? Nope, no basket. Malcolm Bailey reached up and grabbed it when he definitely shouldn't have. Unfortunately, though, with FIBA rules, that basketball was still live. Unfortunately, that's how these kids are coached. When the ball's on the rim like that, you got to go up and get it. But unfortunately, that time around, didn't work out for him. No basket. Warren, though, able to make the first. 34-28 now, 2:26 remaining. Wharton makes good on the second. 7-point lead for Ridley College. See if they can hold on to that going into the half. Owen Henderson is now bringing up the ball for Southwest. Crossover. Tries to go up and in himself. He's going to get fouled. Malcolm Bailey with the rejection. Owen Henderson. Here's Henderson. Makes the second. And Henderson, he's found himself as one of the top 10 players according to the coaches in his class. Class of 2018. Very talented shooter, very long and lanky, but shown some considerable ball handling skills as well. Here's Olak, getting his defender to jump, but no good on the mid-range jumper. Here's Duckworth, spin move, up, no good. Duckworth, or sorry, that was Brooks. It was Duckworth with the rebound. Here's Wharton, tries the Euro step, rims out. And we're back to the track meet as Cameron Bett is able to make the steal. Decides to slow down a little bit. 1:43 remaining. Tries to cross over, kicks it out to the corner. Here's Wharton. No good. Fast break though, Ochu, up, in. And there's that run and gun style that Southwest loves to play so consistently. Here's Bett though. Dribbles through 2 defenders. Out to Olak. Here's Bett one more time. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Bediako inside, up and in, and finds the space. And unfortunately, when you find him in isolation, almost every time that's going to be a basket. 1:08 remaining in this half. 37-31 for Ridley College. Owen Henderson, though, right back to Bediako, drains the 3. And it's only a 3-point game now. Here's Wharton. To Bett. Bett directing traffic. Bediako trying to get some space down low. As Bett still working. Crosby inside, 7 seconds remaining, but Bediako gets it back again. Still missing. Olak one more time. He's going to try another offensive board. But here's Brooks with the rebound. Brooks going up, in, count it. 1-point game now. Bett up and under himself. Able to squeak through the defense there. Give him 2 more. 19 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off. Xavier Ochu, he's going to hold for the last shot of this half. 10 seconds remaining now. Looking for an option. We'll see if he gives it up. There's Henderson to Duckworth. Duckworth now thinking about it. Here's Ochu. 2 seconds remaining. He's getting thrown. Puts it up. Almost gets it off the backboard. And that'll do it at the half here. 39-36 for the Ridley College Tigers. A very entertaining first half, if nothing else. A lot of running and gunning. A little bit of work in the post. A little bit of everything happening today. Transition threes. So with that, we're actually going to take a chance to throw to the highlights that we had earlier this week, our other game of the weeks or our other games of the week that we had earlier, with both of these teams actually taking a visit to Athlete Institute to take on both AI Prep and Orangeville Prep. Let's take a look at some of those highlights while we have our halftime. My name's Ryan Greco, and we'll be back in just a second on OSBA TV. We're here with Ignas Brzdikis. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And just talk to us a little bit now. Really, we're one of the more difficult things that you guys were having at one point there during that game, though, despite the fact that you guys won as big as you did, was definitely getting back on transition defense. Talk to me a little bit about what head coach Nathan Johnson was telling you guys during that timeout, especially in the third quarter when they went on their run.
Xavier is really good at pushing the ball after we score, and whenever we score, we just kind of jog back. So Coach Nate was just telling us to sprint back and get back and play better defense. So the coaches poll has came out, and they have you ranked as the top player in the 2018 class for this version of the poll. Now, what does that say to you in your game, and just knowing that it's the coaches themselves across the entire league that are saying that you're one of the top players in this league? Give me some of your reaction when you found out, and what it means to you. I mean, I just really work hard every day, and it's just nice to see that it pays off. And I was just really excited seeing the polls, and being on top feels really nice. But I can't let it get to my head, and I need to keep working and get even better. Now, also, based off of the break and also coming back in here, we're getting into the home stretch of the season right now. And of course, you've been getting a number of looks from Tulane, Memphis, also a few teams out in the Pac-10 as well. Talk to me a little bit about that recruiting experience for you and what it's meant to you so far. It's definitely picking up after this season. I mean, Coach Nate and all these guys really helped me with all these schools. So it's just really nice getting all these schools and attention, and just trying to continue to get better and not let it all get into my head. I got one last question for you, though. This one's actually more of a personal one, because the first time I ever even saw you play specifically was at the Jordan Brand Invitational, when you managed to put up 28 against Oak Hill Academy. Since that moment, what has been one of the biggest things that you've learned in your own development as a player to right now? Just to play hard and not be scared of anyone you play against. I mean, Oak Hill's regarded as a top school in North America, and you just got to go into the game thinking you're the best player there. And I mean, each and every single game I play, I come in thinking I'm the best, and I think that's just the mentality everyone has to come into if they want to play good. Well, for the next month or so, you are literally the #1 rated player in your class for the OSBAs. So here's to you continuing with that mentality moving forward. And great work. Thank you. We're here with Xavier Ochu, Southwest, a valiant effort, especially near that third quarter. Now talk to us a little bit about, after going down as big as you did in the first half, some of the stuff you guys did to really close out that lead that Orangeville Prep had you in the third.
Well, in the beginning of the game, they came out and they were hitting all their threes. So that's what really got us down in the beginning. And then once they cooled off, we did a good job of getting to the rim, and really we emphasized protecting the paint. And that's what stopped their bigs from getting easy buckets. And we brought it down to 10 twice, but we couldn't go through.
Now, talk to me a little bit about your decision making as the point guard on this team. You know, you can imagine, based off of the performances you've had this season, a lot of your teammates look to you to try and push that pace. There was at least one moment there where you actually drove by about 3 different white shirts just watching you as you're able to pass off to one of your teammates. Now, when did you decide to make that decision in this game specifically, said, okay, I got to start getting something going for my teammates?
Well, once we got down big, I noticed that there was like a lack of motivation throughout the guys. So I knew it was my time to like kind of get us going and start getting some buckets. And then once I started the run, I knew it was time to hit my open shooters, and we were hitting some shots, but we didn't really capitalize well on defense. So really, the defensive part was the part that hit us the most.
Now, you're a team that is mostly guards, really. You only have one true forward on your team, and he even works on the wing from time to time. Talk to me a little bit about some of the challenges, or even some of more of the benefits that come with having a team that's built like that, that can run the floor that way.
Well, the challenge for sure is boxing out, and one thing that our coach does well is emphasize that we need to box out and get those boards. So really, at halftime, we always look at the rebounding battle to see who's winning that, and whoever is usually the team that's up. And most times we do a good job of getting those boards, but as today, we were down, I think, like 12-7 on the rebounding battle at halftime, so it didn't really work out. But a good advantage is we're all fast and we can all push the ball. So full court pressing us wouldn't be smart, and we can get to the basket with ease on most teams.
Well said, well said. Now, final question here. We're all aware of the talents that you have on the floor, but talk to us about something, maybe a hidden talent that maybe none of us would know off the court.
I can juggle 3 balls, and I can almost juggle 4. So I'm working on that.
We're hoping to see that on OSBA TV at some point. Maybe?
Maybe.
All right. I might have to bring some tennis balls next time around. All right?
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Cheers. Xavier 02. No problem. Okay, so we're here with Addison Patterson. First of all, congrats on the win.
Thank you, thank you.
So just talk to me a little bit about, you know, AI Prep being the team that you guys are. You guys love to run and gun. You have the athleticism to do that. So talk to me a little bit about how important that was, establishing that in the early going and getting them to play your game.
Getting them to play our game was a big part of the win tonight. You know, the bench is going crazy, and we like to play fast. So I don't think any team in this league could keep up with us. So if we keep up that pace, that fast pace, we have the talent and the hard work to win with it.
Yeah. We've got something now that's going to probably be getting replayed on YouTube quite a few times. Walk me through that dunk where you're able to split through 2 of these defenders. Talk to me a little bit about that. What was going through your mind when you saw the setup?
Well, I seen 2 people on either side of the lane and an open lane. So if I didn't dunk it, could have got blocked or anything, so I just had to punch that.
See, the rankings just came out. You're ranked #1 player for 2021 class. Talk to me a little bit of what that feels like to hear that coming from the coaches, as that is the coaches' poll. And what does that do towards your motivation and your thought process now coming into the rest of the season?
You know, it's an honor, you know, being ranked #1, but that is really nothing. You know, I still have to work hard. What happens now doesn't matter. It's about who gets more. It's about who gets the scholarships, gets to college, gets a free education. So, you know, rankings doesn't really matter to me, but it is a big honor, though.
Addison, thank you very much for taking the time. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
So we're here with Alex Simonovic, 22 points on the night. Talk to me a little bit about, you know, bit of a slow start. What was some of the things that Coach Upshaw was explaining to you guys in those timeouts in the early going?
He just needed us to get back on
I'd
defense.
like to welcome everybody back
And the thing that was killing us was we were taking kind of forced shots, which was allowing us to get on the break,
OSBA
and we weren't getting back
TV
fast
out
enough,
here
so they were
on
getting
YouTube. Of course,
open
my name's
layups
Ryan
on
Greco,
transition.
taking care of your commentary. We're about to kick off this second half of what has been a very interesting and entertaining back and forth matchup here between the Ridley College Tigers and Southwest Academy from London. It has been a little bit of everything. Transition three-pointers, fast break layups, thunderous dunks, impressive post moves, and a considerable amount of turnovers that I'm sure both coaches are hoping to limit here in this second half. And this really is going to be one of those games of whoever makes the fewest amount of mistakes is going to win this one. As we now kick off second half action, here's Bediako up and in, establishing his presence early on. Nice little finish under the rim. Once again, that's going to be Ridley College's bread and butter. Well, Southwest, we'll see how their half-court offense is working right now. Ochu kicks it out. Here's Henderson. He's going to let it fly. Good spot of release there, but just nothing happening. 41-36 Ridley College to kick off this second half. Upshot. Crosby on the floor to start the second. Tries to get the pass over to Wharton. It's Bediako that gets it, though. Wharton tries to find it inside to Bediako. Falls down. Simonovic loses it, and it's Jovic who gets it. Here's Henderson. In the corner, Ochu for three. No good. Henderson, though, gets his own rebound, goes up, misses. Sorry, excuse me, that's not Henderson. Give that one to Vince Carrier. Vince Carrier back on the floor for Southwest Academy. Had the start in this game, went away for a little bit. He's going to get another shot at it here minutes-wise. Makes good on his first free throw. Carrier missing the second one. Here's Simonovic. He's bringing it up. Wharton now bringing it up. Guarded by Ochu. Simonovic now. Over to Crosby. Upshaw. Looking for an option here. Multiple players trying to run a pick here. 6 seconds remaining on the shot clock, though. He's running out of time. Mid-range jumper. Count it, though. And Upshaw making something out of nothing right there. 43-37. Ochu. Here's Carrier to Henderson. Over to Brooks. This is now to Kel Brooks. Behind the back, loses it. Picked up by Crosby. Crosby looking around to give it to somebody. Finds Wharton. Here's Wharton now bringing it up. Guarded by Ochu once again. Here's Crosby. One more time. Nice screen there by Simonovic. Or a nice move to the basket. Can't finish, though. Here's Brooks. Up and into Carrier. And Carrier, once again, gets himself to the line. Carrier proving very effective coming into this second half now. Twice now he's been attacking the basket. And Vince Carrier, after a very quiet first half, not a lot of playing time for him, comes into this second half and he's already got 3 points in 3 minutes and just over 2 minutes. Up, rolls in another one, make it 4. And now bringing it up is Cameron Bett, who's came back into the game. Bett. Over to Bediako. Bediako. There's going to be a foul on Stefan Jovic. Jovic thinks he's innocent. As they were fighting for the ball, the ref says that there was a slap. So it's going to be Ridley College ball on the baseline here. 43-39, 7:43 to go here in the third quarter. Upshaw with the inbound. Bailey's back into the game as well. Bailey up. No good. Bediako trying to get it. But it's going to be a rebound Southwest. Brooks to Ochu. Ochu, fast break bucket. Count it. Southwest now down by 2. Here's Bet. Cameron Bet calling the play. He's going to be guarded by Carrier. Kills his dribble. Tries to find it inside to Bediako. And that time squeezes it in. Jovic gambled there on trying to take away the intercepting pass, but Bediako was able to hold on to it. Nice little finish at the rim there. Ochu now. Ochu trying to break down his defender. Goes into the trees. Gets blocked, though, by Bailey and Bediako. Fast break. Upshaw. Loses it for a second, but gets it right back. Nice little finish there. 47-41 now. Owen Henderson bringing it up himself. Brooks. Jovic is going to try and take on the big man and does so successfully. Great little finish there. Puts a little English off the glass. It's going to be 47-43 now. Southwest keeping pace here in this third quarter. Bailey to Bet. Bet looking around. Gets it out to Wharton. Wharton to Upshaw. Upshaw is going to let it fly and knocks it down. And that's what happens when you've made your mind up about what you're going to do once you get the ball. And Upshaw, no doubt, no hesitation in his mind whatsoever. Didn't care how close his defender was. Knocks it down with a hand in his face. And the lead is now back up to 7 for Ridley College, who have been leading this game since the first quarter, early in the first, actually. Southwest has been pretty much playing catch-up this entire game. Here's Jovic. Gets by Bediako, though. And that's the second time now that Jovic has been able to finish on the big man. Fast break, though. Nice throw down there by Malcolm Bailey. Cameron Bet. Great find by Bet. And Ridley showing that they have a transition game themselves. 52-45. Brooks to Henderson. Over to Jovic. They're going to try and feed the hot hand here. Jovic's got 2 straight baskets. Trying to isolate. Kicks it out, though. Here's Carrier. Carrier back into Jovic. And he's going to get fouled. And he's going up. Jovic got caught there, and the foul's going to be on Noah Wharton. And head coach Terry Upshaw of the Ridley College Tigers is screaming for a jump ball right now, but unfortunately his wish is not granted, and Jovic is going to go to the line for 2. Stefan Jovic, up until this point at 6'5", is the tallest player on this team. You know, it is an undersized roster, but when these guys can move in transition, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And you look at how well they've done considering their lack of height, how great they are at denying the post. A lot of fast guys, a lot of athletic guys on this roster. Players that are very good at intercepting those inbound passes whenever anyone tries to post up on them. Wharton now to Bediako. They find it inside that time, though. And you can imagine a well-called timeout there by head coach Kevin Barnes of Southwest Academy, as they've a number of times now, after a very successful first half of denying that inbound pass to Bediako, this entire third quarter, Bediako has been able to get the ball with ease. So with that, we're going to take a quick break here on OSBA TV. Of course, my name's Ryan Greco, and it's 54-46 for Ridley College over Southwest Academy here at Ridley and St. Catharines. We'll be right back. And welcome back to everybody after that short break here in the timeout. Southwest Academy, who's been trailing for the majority of this game, looking to try and go on a run here that'll put them ahead. They are still down by 8, though, to Ridley College, who have really shown a little bit of everything offensively in this game so far. A couple of nifty fast break points, and also Jaden Bediako has been feasting down low in this third quarter especially. Here's Quentin Duckworth, though. See if he can create something. Over to Henderson. Here's Ochu. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Rims it in. You got to be good to be lucky, and Ochu is both on that play. Here's Wharton. Over to Simonovic. Wharton trying to work around a screen. Trying to create some space. Spin move. Up, in, no good. Ochu with the defense. Ochu, though. And there's Bediako dribbling between 2 players. Wharton for 3. Has all the time in the world, misses it. Here's Brooks on the fast break to Duckworth. Back to Brooks, and a great finish there. People forget how difficult of a shot that is to get when you have a 6'10" center flying right at you the way Bediako was. And now here's Upshaw to Bailey, to Simonovic, over back to Upshaw, and that screen and that cut once again working for Upshaw. That's the 3rd time he's been able to successfully get to the basket using that play. Excellent decision there by Ridley College to put the lead back to 6. And a steal by Upshaw. Over to Wharton. Wharton, he's got 1 player to beat. A block by Duckworth, though. I think he was trying to throw it up for Bailey, but Duckworth saw it. Bringing it back. Here's Ochu. Ochu kicks it out to Carrier. Here's Henderson. Ochu at the top again. Right back to where it began and knocks it down. 3-point game. Southwest. They're on a 7-0 run right now. Upshaw. Out to Bailey. Simonovic. He lets it fly. Rims out. That was from about 35 feet out. Ochu gets tripped up by Wharton, and that's going to be a foul. And it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a mix-up there, but players are going after Simonovic, but I don't necessarily know why, considering it was Wharton that actually tripped Ochu. Cooler heads are prevailing, though. It's just one of those things, guys sticking up for their teammates. You're going to see it from time to time in this game, especially a game as hotly contested as this one. 3-point difference, 2:55 to go in the third, and especially when you look at how fast and aggressive both of these teams have been playing throughout the entire game. It's not too surprising to see emotions showing just a little bit. But as long as nobody gets in trouble, as long as nobody does anything too irrational, it's all in good fun. It's a competitive game, competitive league. You look on the floor right now, you see just about every single player on the floor. They are going to be playing college basketball somewhere, whether it's in Canada or whether it's in the United States. And when you have that kind of level of competition on the floor and those level of athletes, you're going to see these moments. I think the referees are trying to figure out if there should be any flagrants. Referees explaining to head coach Kevin Barnes of Southwest Academy what exactly went down. I don't think there's going to be any flagrant fouls. Oh, yes, there is actually. Ochu's going to get at least one free shot here. Knocks down the first. And I believe, yep, free foul shot and possession. 56-54 now. Carrier over to Henderson. Ochu. Ochu Up and in, no good. Cameron Bett now with the ball. Upshaw to Bett. Thomas Crosby now. Upshaw. It's a screen. Bett. Thought about it. Brought it back. Here's Dadu. Dadu, foot on the line, no good. Xavier Ochu now gets the rebound. Kicks it out. Three-pointer. Count it. That's Vince Carrier showing off his range. And Southwest Academy is their first lead since early in the first quarter. 57-56. Bett to Crosby. Crosby lets it fly. No good, but it's going to touch the top of the backboard there. The white support beam is where it touched, and thus out of bounds. Southwest ball. Ochu now. This is Duckworth. Works off a screen from Carrier. Dadu on him. Henderson, guarded by Upshaw. Ochu. 3 seconds. No good. And there's Dadu. Here's Bett now. Gonna try and do it himself. Floater. No good, but Bailey's right there for the rebound. Nobody boxing out. Everyone caught watching the ball. 58-57. And Dadu is now going to guard Duckworth, who has the ball. Duckworth tries to go up. He's fouled. 58-57 for the Ridley College Tigers. Here's the inbound. Owen Henderson on the inbound here. Southwest trying to regain the lead, trying to hold on to it. Hopefully get out of St. Catharines with another W. Both teams falling at Athlete Institute back on Tuesday. Ridley College going down to AI Prep. While Southwest Academy ended up losing to Orangeville Prep. Duckworth making both free throws. Or excuse me, only making one. Tied at 58 now. Here's Cameron Bett. Marcus Upshaw. Dadu. Looking around. Bediako back on the floor. See if he can try and create some. And it's looking like it's going to be a off-the-ball foul, and it's going to be on Bediako. Or not, actually. It's going to be Owen Henderson with the foul. Ridley College bringing it in. Oh, and there's a miscommunication on the switch. And Jaden Bediako gets the easiest 2 points he's going to get all night. 60-58, 54 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Dekel Brooks now with the ball. Brooks, crossover, up, no good. Tip in, no good. Bediako had the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. Dekel Brooks, a very heads-up play there. Saw the ball right in front of him when Bediako was coming down with it and just went for it. Bediako not doing a very particularly good job of protecting the ball on that rebound there, but he was caught off balance. Henderson on the inbound. And now it's Duckworth. 34 seconds remaining. Ochu tries to go up himself. There's going to be a foul again. And I believe Ochu's going to go to the line. Xavier Ochu. What a season he's had so far. 2017 grad this year. Number of offers and looks from down south. Don't expect to see him up here come next season in a CIS uniform. He's going to be a D1 prospect. And we have a timeout here with 32 seconds remaining. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. Ridley College up 60-58 over Southwest Academy here on OSBA TV. We'll be right back. I'd like to welcome everyone back. Brief break there. Xavier Ochu at the line. Trying to tie this game up here for Southwest Academy. Drains the first. 1 point game now. 32 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. See if he can make the second here. No good. A little early on the front rim. And Dadu gets the rebound. Here's Wharton now coming up. He's going to try and break down his defender. Goes up and in, finds a little bit of space, just can't finish. But here's Upshaw. He's going to get the foul, and he's going to the line. And Xavier Ochu can't believe he got the call. Ochu, he might have a little bit of a case here as Marcus Upshaw had the elbow out right in Ochu's chest, but that's not the way the referee saw it, and it's going to be Marcus Upshaw getting 2 shots at the line. And that's the gamble you take when you get in the air with a guy as quick as Marcus Upshaw. Drains the first free throw. Knocks down the second. Upshaw earlier, he had some interest from Bishop Allen's CIS squad. One of the better basketball programs right now in the CIS. Ochu now, and the ball's getting worked around to Duckworth. Here's Brooks. Brooks looking for an option. Flicks it out, but a giveaway, and it's Bet with the ball. A nice little spin pass to Upshaw. Throws it up. No time left on the clock, though, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Ridley College still holding on to a 3-point lead here on OSBA TV. And what can you say about this third quarter? Southwest Academy clawing themselves back, still within striking distance, and this is going to be setting up for another memorable one here at Ridley College. Of course, last time we were here for a game of the week, it came right down to the last play as Jaden Bediako hit the game-winning shot and then was able to get the game-winning block against Father Henry Carr when they visited last week. One of the more memorable highlights of the season so far in the OSBA. But with that, before we get back to the fourth and final quarter, we're going to take a quick break here on the OSBA TV. Of course, my name's Ryan Greco. If you ever want to reach out to me, you want to talk hoops, OSBAs, NBL Canada, or just hoops in general in the NBA, Toronto Raptors, you can always reach me, Ryan Greco 416 on Twitter. But with all of that being said, we're going to be back in just a moment with fourth quarter action here on OSBA TV here on YouTube. Talk to you soon. And welcome back from the shortest commercial break ever. Fourth quarter action kicking off. Marcus Upshaw into Jaden Bediako. Bediako trying to do it himself. Looks like it's going to be Bediako with the and one. And Ridley College great move there by Bediako. A very physical move to the basket there. No good on the free throw, though. But here's Olak with the rebound. He kicks it out to Bet. And Ridley's going to get another opportunity here to increase their lead after the offensive board. And that's something Southwest cannot afford here in this final quarter. They cannot give up second opportunities. Cameron Bet lets it fly. Plenty of space. And we have not even seen him attempt a shot all game. And he's already 1 for 1 behind the arc. Specifically, Ochu up. He's going to get the foul, though, and he's going to go to the line. And just like that, though, a quick 5-point swing has Ridley College back up by 8. And Southwest is going to need to find a way to protect their paint if they want to win this game. It's been the recurring theme for this team. They struggle at protecting the paint just because of their lack of size as Jovic comes back onto the floor for Southwest. They play best when they run the floor. And Ochu knows that better than anybody as he drains his first free throw. 67-60. Rolls in the second one, 67-61. Cameron Bett now bringing it up. Will he heat up? Bett looking around. Inbound pass to Bediako. Bediako up and in. And Bediako just keeps on eating. 69-61. And that has become his paint in this second half. Southwest has really had no response for that presence inside. But they're going to have to find one quickly. Ochu up and in himself. Can't get it to roll that time, and Ridley College has a chance to really break this game open. Upshaw for three, drains it. 11-point lead now. Southwest kicking off this third quarter with a vengeance. Here's Masella now. He's going to try, but Bediako with the block and the turnover. And Cameron Bett bringing it up. See if he's going to try again. Ochu trying to go for the steal there on Olak, but no good. Crosby gets it back. Crosby up, in, no good. Bediako, though, once again just dominating the glass. 74-61 now. This is not the way that Southwest was hoping to start this fourth quarter, and it has been all Jaden Bediako. Xavier Ochu now. Here's Stefan Jovic. Maybe he can slow down the big man. Corner, Masella, up, another block. Who's the foul going to be on, though? I believe the foul is actually on Bediako. Here's Masella from the free throw line. No good on the first one, and that is not... Southwest cannot afford any more mistakes. They've already put themselves down by 13 after only being down by 2 going into this quarter. Masella does good on the second. And the full court press is on. Or at least full court pressure. Southwest needs some turnovers here. There's going to be a foul. A little bit of discussion there between Josh Masella and Alex Simonovic. Cooler heads prevailing, though. And I believe it's going to be Cameron Bett at the line here, taking some free throws. Two very competitive teams, as I've said earlier in this broadcast. And this is a big game for both teams. Both teams trying to distinguish themselves from the rest of the pack. Trying to look for that favorable top 5 finish in the OSBA standings as the season's slowly drawing to a close here as we enter February. We only have about another month and a half remaining of OSBA basketball before the showcases and all-star games really start taking over for these schools. Stefan Jovic now, he's got the ball at the three-point line. See if he's going to try and take on Bediako, kicks it out to Masella. Masella for three, long, no good. Ochu gets it back though. Brings it back out, waiting for another opportunity. Here's Masella. Masella to Ochu. Jovic blocked. Kicks it out. Here's Henderson for three. No good. But here's Jovic one more time. Finds it into Henderson. Henderson tries to spin it up and under, but just misses. And Bediako continues to be a problem down there. And here's Cameron Bett, though. Beautiful looking pass. Barely knows that was on him, saying, my bad to Bett. Should have kept running. It's all good, though, as Ridley College is still enjoying an 11-point lead right now. 7 minutes, just under 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. The pressure's on. Olak on Ochu. Ochu, though, creates the space over to Henderson. Henderson back to Ochu. To Henderson. Henderson knocks it down. Big shot. It's a two-pointer, though. 74-65. Southwest is going to need a few of those. That early lapse in the beginning of this fourth quarter really blew this game open for Ridley, and they're now enjoying their biggest lead in the game. Olak for three. Knocks it down. And there's Olak taking his first shot of the game. And he's money from the corner. Couldn't have chose a better time to knock that one down. Here's Henderson. Over to Duckworth. To Henderson. Henderson, crossover. Ochu. One more time, up and in. Creates the space, but cannot fall with that right hand. Bediako with the rebound. Bet one more time. To the corner, Upshaw. Kicks it back out, though. Here's Olak one more time. Over to Bet. Bet for three. Top of the corner. Top of the arc. Knocks it right down. And Bet is 2 for 2 behind the arc tonight. Picking and choosing his spots. And the lead is back up to 15. I believe this is the biggest lead Ridley College has had. Duckworth in the corner. Knock it down. That's Josh Masella. Once again, foot on the line, though. It's only a 2. Bailey. To Olak. Olik. To Bet. Bet. Here's Olik. Bediako. No good. Rebound Southwest. And Ochu. He's fouled by Bet. 80-67. Ridley College starting off on fire in the beginning of this fourth quarter. A couple corner threes, and Bediako just absolutely dominating down low is what has them in the lead right now. Here's Ochu. Jovic. To Henderson. Here's Ochu. That was Vince Carrier, no good, but Henderson gets the rebound and puts it right back up. Great basket and great play there by the shooting guard. Alex Simonovic is back in the game now. Crossover, behind the back, trying to lose his defender. Olik, over to Bailey now. Bailey kills his dribble. Olik, one more time. Over to Simonovic for three. Knocks it down. And the Serbian flags are out once more. 83-69, 4:16 to go here. Southwest is gonna need to go on a run here, or this one might be in the bag. Here's Ochu, kicks it out for three. No good. Rebound, Carrier tried to go for it. He's the last one to touch it. Ridley College ball. Here's Bet. Kills his dribble out to Bailey now. Bailey trying to find an option. Keeps his hands high, rolls no good, but Bediako able to tip it out to Bet again. And here's Bediako, he's gonna work low. Up and in. Nothing you can do to stop that one, unfortunately, and there's gonna be a much needed timeout by Southwest. 85-69, 3:42 to go. And Ridley College doing exactly what they've been trying to do that entire first half, is establish an inside presence, and they certainly have it now. And with that, we're going to take a quick break here on OSBA TV. 85-69 for Ridley College. We'll be right back. Welcome back, OSBA TV here. We got quite a game here. Ridley College trying to close it out against Southwest Academy here in St. Catharines. Owen Henderson now bringing the ball up, 85-69. Can Southwest make the run? Henderson for three, lets it fly, no good. Wide left, rebound Bailey. Bett bringing it up now. You can imagine that they're going to try and use as much clock as they can. Here's Simonovic into Bediako. Bediako trying to go up. Ochu knocks it loose. Olick, he's going to be on the inbound. There's Bailey, a nice little alley-oop. And everything working right for Ridley College right now as they now have an 18-point lead. And it's been all, this fourth quarter has been all Ridley for three, long. The carrier with the rebound. Here's Brooks. Henderson, mid-range jumper, no good. Brooks with the rebound again, though. And Southwest just can't buy a bucket right now. And, of course, right on cue, there's Dekel Brooks. He knocks down the three, 87-71. Cameron Bett, he's going to get called with a charge. And that's Carrier. Great decision there to plant his feet. Saw Bett coming right at him. Hence the turnover. And now Carrier gets it. Thought about passing off to Brooks. There's another three, no good. Bediako with the rebound. And Jaden Bediako, what a fourth quarter he's had. Big reason why Ridley's up as big as they are here with 2:20 to go in this game. And it's looking like Ridley's going to get the W here today. Cameron, once again, though, gets called for another charge. And that's Vince Carrier once again just being the proverbial thorn in Cameron Bett's side. And that might do his day as Marcus Upshaw comes back on. 87-71, 2:12 to go here in the game. Ridley came out here in this fourth quarter and really established a presence on the inside. Working that inside out, a couple of really timely three-pointers as well. Here's Ochu, though, kicking it out. Southwest knows they're going to have to keep trying to shoot threes. Ochu trying to find his teammates, and unfortunately, though, when you're trying to play down like this big with 2 minutes remaining, you do tend to rush your shots a little bit. And that's what it looks like Southwest is doing right now. They just can't buy a bucket behind the arc, with the exception of a recent three there by Dekel Brooks. They've went considerably quiet in this fourth quarter. Ochu drains the first. 87-72 now. Ochu. He knocks down the second. Here's Ridley, though. Full court press is on. Ridley trying to just take care of the ball at this point. And right on cue, Dekel Brooks one more time. I think Dekel Brooks has a bug in his ear. Every time I'm mentioning that Southwest needs something, Dekel Brooks is there to provide it as he gets the layup. And it's 87-75, so hold on to your seats, kids. We may not be finished here just yet if Ridley College can't find a way to break this press. So with that, we're going to take a brief break one more time before we get to the end of this game. 87-75 for the Ridley College Tigers here on OSBA TV over Southwest Academy. We'll be right back. And we are back here, OSBA TV. 1:53 to go in this game. Ridley College trying to close this one out. 12-point lead over Southwest Academy. Here's the inbound. Upshaw. Nearly gets it knocked loose there by Brooks. Does get it knocked loose. Now here's Brooks. Throws it down. 87-77 now. 10-point game. Full court press is on. Bediako. There's another steal. Here's Brooks. Brooks for three. No good. And Upshaw with the rebound. 1:25 remaining. Ochu's going to get called with the foul. Ten-point lead here. Southwest really turning up the pressure right now. Bet. Simonovic. Holds on to the ball, doesn't want to take the shot, wants to eat up as much clock as he can. Over the screen, lets it fly. It's no good, but here's Brooks, though, on the fast break, and there's going to be a foul. And Oleg is going to come in for Simonovic, who has 5 fouls right now. Here's Brooks. Makes the first free throw. 87-78, leads down to single digits now. 107 remaining in the game. Brooks knocks the second one. 87-79. Eight-point game. Full court press still on. Cameron Bett trying to eat up as much clock as he can, but there's the steal. Here's Brooks one more time to Ochu. Ochu up and in himself. He's not going to get the call, and Bediako gets the rebound, and Bett gets it over to Bailey, but one more steal for Quentin Duckworth, and a scramble for the ball on the floor. Jump ball. And it's going to be Southwest ball. 39 seconds remaining. Few substitutions now. Thomas Crosby coming on for Malcolm Bailey. And we have Owen Henderson, Quentin Duckworth, Kel Brooks, and Vince Carrier and Xavier Ochu on for Southwest Academy. Looks like there's a wet spot on the floor. Here's the inbound. Owen Henderson over to Ochu. 39 seconds, and it's going to be a real hurry-up offense if you've ever seen one. Three-pointer, no good. Crosby with the rebound. You can imagine there's going to be a foul here, and there it is. 30 seconds remaining, 87-79, and Bett could ice it if he gets those free throws once they eventually get into the bonus. Still, it's an inbound, though. Another foul. And now Bett's going to go to the line with a chance to really ice this for Ridley College. Knocks down the first. 9-point game again, 30 seconds. Bett, count it, 89-79. Another timeout for Southwest. And with that, we're going to take a quick break here on OSBA TV before we get to the final 30 seconds. It is Ridley College 89, Southwest Academy 79. Welcome back. Final 30 seconds here. See if Ridley College can close this out here against Southwest Academy. 10-point lead. You want to say victory is all but assured, but you just never know in the OSBAs. Here's the inbound pass to Henderson. Henderson trying to let it fly. Lets it go. Nothing but air. Great defense. Bet on the inside to Olick. And Olick's going to get the layup. 91-79. 16 seconds remaining. Here's Duckworth. Duckworth tried to go for it. Tried to go for it all there over Bediako. But Bediako gets the rebound. 5 seconds, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Ridley College defends home court with the 91-79 victory here on OSBA TV. I want to thank everybody who managed to tune in. Thank you very much for your time. Make sure you have yourself a safe and happy weekend. We'll catch you next week. Of course, my name is Ryan Greco. You can reach me at RyanGreco416 on Twitter if you want to talk OSBA ball, NBL Canada basketball, or anything basketball in general. I am there. And with that, we're going to leave you here at St. Catharines and Ridley College. We will talk to you soon. See you next week. Final score, Ridley College 91, Southwest Academy 79. Have a great night.